Hello everyone, I'm Shambhavi Shukla, Assistant Professor in Department of Electronics and Communication of Institute of Engineering and Technology, Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia, Awadh University. Today we are going to discuss about op-amp, a part of analog circuit. The full form of op-amp is operational amplifier. It is called operational because previously they were used for mathematical operations in analog computer. In simple words, we can say that op-amp are direct coupled high gain voltage amplifier which uses differential amplifier that amplifies difference between inputs provided. Here we can see the equivalent circuit of operational amplifier, from which we can see that the input voltage that varies between V positive and V negative. Gain can be defined as V output upon V input. R out, that is, output resistance, must be low. R in, that is, input resistance, must be high. An op-amp is a very high gain amplifier with very high input impedance. Typically, this input impedance goes in mega ohms and in low output impedance less than 100 ohms. In operations such as summation, subtraction, differentiation and integration, we use operational amplifier. When we talk about the typical application of operational amplifier, it includes voltage amplitude change, oscillators, filter circuits, and in instrumentation circuits. Diagram, we can see two inputs that are inverting input and non-inverting input, where there is only one output. We can see the high voltage supply and low voltage supply points. In right hand side, we can see the realistic view of most common op-amp, that is 741 op-amp. Now we will talk about ideal operational amplifier. We will define ideal operational amplifier by discussing its characteristics. It has infinite input resistance, zero output resistance, infinite voltage gain, and infinite bandwidth. Open loop voltage gain. Before discussing that, we will consider operational amplifier which have open loop gain A1. इसका नॉन इन्वर्टिंग टर्मिनल को जब कंसिडर करते हैं देन ओपन लूप गेन इज A1 एंड A2 is the gain at inverting terminal. Fine. Now इसका आउटपुट वोल्टेज V0 क्या होगा? The output voltage V0 will be A1 V1 plus A2 V2. Okay. And the common mode gain AC would equal to A1 minus A2. Differential mode gain AD will be A1 minus A2 upon 2. Now, what is open loop voltage gain? The open loop voltage gain of an operational amplifier is its differential gain without any feedback path. Now, we are knowing what is differential gain. And it is represented as capital AV is equal to V0 upon V1 minus V2. That is output voltage upon differential voltage. The two different voltages are available, that are V1 and V2, and the difference between two will be called as the differential voltage. Okay. Now, what is output offset voltage? The voltage present at the output of an op-amp when its differential input voltage is 0. Differential input voltage we are knowing, that are V1 minus V2. Here V1 minus V2 is 0 at that condition if we are getting the output at the output terminal of the op-amp, that is called as the output offset voltage. What is common mode rejection ratio. This is defined as the ratio of the closed loop differential gain capital AD and the common mode gain capital AC. Mathematically, it can be represented as CMRR is equal to AD upon AC. Now, output voltage of operational amplifier in terms of CMRR, we can define or we can write the equation as V naught, that is output voltage is equal to VD differential voltage into AD differential gain plus V common voltage at common mode and gain at common mode, where if we can slew rate of an operational amplifier is defined as the maximum rate of change of the output voltage due to a step input voltage. It can be represented as maximum of D output voltage upon dt. Here we can see the comparison between ideal op-amp and practical op-amp. In ideal op-amp, open loop voltage gain is infinite, while in practical op-amp it is finite. Same way, in ideal op-amp the bandwidth is unlimited, and in practical op-amp it will be limited but the high. In ideal op-amp, slew rate is infinite, where in practical op-amp it will be finite but high slew rate. The input impedance of ideal op-amp is infinite and is denoted by capital ZI, where the ZI of practical op-amp is in the order of mega ohms. Same way, we see the different comparison between ideal op-amp and practical op-amp. ऑपरेशनल एम्पलीफायर के दो बेसिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन हो सकते हैं, एक इन्वर्टिंग कॉन्फ़िगरेशन, दूसरा नॉन इन्वर्टिंग कॉन्फ़िगरेशन। इन्वर्टिंग कॉन्फ़िगरेशन में जो सिग्नल अप्लाई होगा, सिग्नल इनपुट टर्मिनल पे जो सिग्नल अप्लाई हो रहा है वो उसके नेगेटिव टर्मिनल पे अप्लाई होगा, एंड आउटपुट पे जो सिग्नल हमें मिलता है वो इनपुट सिग्नल्स की पोलैरिटी से चेंज होगा, अपोजिट होगा, इन्वर्टेड सिग्नल मिलेगा। सेम वे नॉन इन्वर्टिंग एम्पलीफायर मींस इसके जो इसका इनपुट सिग्नल होगा दैट विल बी अप्लाइड एज द पॉजिटिव इनपुट टर्मिनल ऑफ द ऑप एम्प, एंड जो आउटपुट सिग्नल हम रिसीव करेंगे दैट वुड बी विद द सेम पोलैरिटी। इनकी पोलैरिटी चेंज नहीं होगी सिग्नल की। यहाँ पे गेन इन्वर्टिंग ऑप एम्प का हम लोग देख सकते हैं दैट इज इक्वल टू -RF अपॉन RN। RF stands for the reference resistance. Here you can see this, and the RN is input resistance. Same way, the gain in non-inverting amplifier is V out upon V in. Gain है voltage gain, अगर हम लोग calculate कर रहे हैं तो definitely that would be V out upon V in any case. अब यहाँ पे V out upon V in की वैल्यू आती है 1 plus RF upon RN. तो here now इसके नाउ इन्वर्टिंग एम्पलीफायर में जो हमने पिछले स्लाइड्स में देखा था कि अगर इन्वर्टिंग एम्पलीफायर की बात कर रहे हैं तो सिंपली इसका जो इनपुट होगा वो नेगेटिव टर्मिनल पे कनेक्टेड होगा,
ठीक है। और जो इसका गेन हमने पढ़ा था EV, दैट वुड बी इक्वल टू माइनस RF अपॉन RIN। इसी का यहाँ पे वी आर शोइंग हाउ इट कैन बी पॉसिबल। नाउ
inverting amplifier in brief, the differential input to the output to the op-amp, that is Vin minus Vf. यहाँ पे हम लोग पहले V1 minus V2 लेके चल रहे थे. The differential input, two input terminals we will consider as V1 and V2. So differential input हो रहा था V1 minus V2. Here we will see it in the form of Vin minus Vf. It will be amplified by the open loop gain and produces an output voltage, that is output voltage V naught is equal to AD, capital AD we are knowing, open loop gain it is, and now bracket में V in minus V F, that is the differential voltage. So negative sign shows the inverted output with respect to input. The gain of the inverting amplifier is having a negative sign. It indicates that there exists a 180-degree phase shift between the input signal and the output signal. Non-inverting amplifier, as its name suggests, ये simply amplify करता है input signal को without the inversion or changing the sign of the output. Means इस टाइप के op-amp में जो इनपुट का पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल है that will be work as the source and इनपुट का जो नेगेटिव टर्मिनल है that will be work as the ground. आउटपुट और इनपुट सिग्नल में जीरो फेज शिफ्ट होगा and now voltage follower, or we can say unity follower. It is a special case of non-inverting amplifier. The gain of voltage follower is unity. Input signal or output signal same होगा. Input impedance is infinity and output impedance is 0. It can be used for matching of high impedance source to low impedance load. It provides isolation between source and load. So here is the basic circuitry of voltage follower. We know the output voltage will be equal to the input voltage, so V naught is equal. Comparators are the circuit which compares between two voltages. Means it is clear that कि इसके इनपुट टर्मिनल पे दो वोल्टेज होगा एंड जो इसका आउटपुट होगा उन दोनों वोल्टेज को कंपेयर करके उससे आउटपुट वोल्टेज हम लोग रिसीव करेंगे. नाउ हियर इज द बेसिक सर्किट डायग्राम. Two input voltage V1, V2 and output is Vout. V1 is connected with the positive terminal and V2 is connected with the negative terminal. Okay, now here is some condition. Three conditions are there. Vout, Vs positive output तब होगा जब V1 बड़ा होगा V2 से. अगर V2 बड़ा है V1 से, then the output will be Vs negative. And if the if both the voltages are equal, so the output will be 0. Now there are two types of comparator, that are inverting and non-inverting. Inverting comparator we can see in the figure, as its name clears कि इसका non-inverting terminal जो होगा वो grounded होगा and जो supply terminal है that would be the inverting terminal of the op-amp, negative terminal से added होगा. The output waveform, as we know, we are knowing the condition. As we know, the input Vi voltage is greater than the reference voltage V reference. It will be minus V sat, and if the input voltage Vi is less than the reference voltage V reference, it will the output voltage will be positive Vs. Here we can see the diagram.
नॉन इन्वर्टिंग टर्मिनल है, नॉन इन्वर्टिंग कंपैरेटर, तो इसमें नॉन इन्वर्टिंग टर्मिनल पे इनपुट सिग्नल होगा और इन्वर्टिंग टर्मिनल मतलब जो नेगेटिव इनपुट टर्मिनल है वो ग्राउंडेड हो जाएगा. नाउ
Here we see the output waveform as we know the condition. V1 is greater than the reference voltage Vref, then the output will be positive Vs, and when the input voltage V1 is less than the reference voltage Vref, the output will be minus Vs.
here are some bullets for closed loop op-amp. You can see this. Negative feedback reduces gain, non-linear distortion का reduction होता है इसमें, input offset voltage reduces, bandwidth increases.
Now we will see the different application of operation amplifier, in which at first we will see the summing amplifier. As its name suggests, it will do summation. Fine. अब यहाँ पे हम लोग देख सकते हैं जो ऑपरेशनल एम्पलीफायर की इनपुट टर्मिनल पे V1, V2 डॉट 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 Vn तक वोल्टेज अप्लाइड है with the register R1, R2, Rn, जो दोनों सीरीज में एडेड है V1, R1 और ये एक टर्मिनल पे अप्लाइड है. Now a summing circuit produces an output equal to the weighted sum of inputs. और ये वेट जो गेन ऑफ द चैनल है, चैनल का जो गेन होगा, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज द वेट ऑफ द सर्किट. सो हियर वी कैन सी द आउटपुट वोल्टेज की आउट इज इक्वल टू माइनस Rf कॉमनली ले लेते हैं, एंड देन V1 by R1 plus V2 by R2 डॉट 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 Vn by R1. Now we will see the operational amplifier differentiator. It is an electronic circuit that produces an output equal to the first derivative of its input. Okay. An operational amplifier based differentiator produces an output which is equal to the differential of input voltage that is applied to its inverting terminal. Now we will see an op-amp integrator, a circuit in which the output voltage waveform is the integral of the input voltage waveform. The feedback element in this circuit is a capacitor. Here, the magnitude of gain becomes infinite at omega 0, and the operational amplifier is driven to saturation. So it remains no more a linear amplifier, and the circuit doesn't work as the integrator anymore. This problem can be reduced by connecting a resistance across the feedback capacitor. Here we are seeing the differentiator and integrator. In both the circuit, we can compare the places of capacitor and resistor and the output voltage. On the basis of output voltage, we can compare these two circuits, and the places of capacitor and resistor, as we can see, it is interchanged. The places of resistor and capacitor are interchanged in both the circuits. So here we will see active filters. Actually, active filters provide the amplification in addition to the filtering action. So these filters are preferred over passive filters. We have four types of active filter, that are low pass, high pass, band pass, and band stop. We will see it one by one. In active low pass filter, only low frequency components are being passed and it rejects the high frequency components. Here we can see the both low pass non-inverting filter and low pass inverting filter. Same way, we will see the active high pass filter where high frequency components will be allowed and all the low frequency components will be rejected. Here we can see high pass non-inverting filter, high pass inverting filter. Active band stop filter. If an active filter rejects a particular band of frequencies, then it is called as active band stop filter. In general, this frequency band lies between low frequency range and high frequency range. So active band stop filter allows both low and high frequency components. Here we can see the wide band stop filter,
and we can divide it in two sections. Upper half is the lower pass filter section and the lower part is high pass filter section. So this is the complete circuitry of wide band stop filter.
Now we will see active band pass filters. If an active filter allows only one band of frequencies, then it is called as an active band pass filter. In general, this frequency band lies between low frequency range and high frequency range. So active band pass filter rejects both low and high frequency components. Here we can see the wide band pass filter circuit, in which we can see that in the left hand side there is first order high pass section, that is first order high pass filter is situated, and in the right hand side it is low pass filter section. So when we combine the both low pass and high pass filters, it creates band pass filter. In the left hand figure, we can see the band pass inverting filter, and in the right hand figure, we can see the comparison between these three filters, that are high pass, low pass and band pass filters. Here are the references, and thank you.